In this video, I'm gonna talk a little bit about how I made my first $1 million, but more importantly, I'm gonna talk about how you can make your first $1 million. It's simple, but it's not easy. There's a difference. By the end of this video, you're gonna see how simple it really is to create your first $1 million. Now, you may or may not believe that, but for the sake of this video and the next several minutes, just believe that you can do it. In case you're new to this channel, let me quickly introduce myself. So my name is Sam. I'm a real estate investor, and I own $42 million worth of real estate that I've been able to buy without using any of my own money. I also own a house buying company here in St. Louis that's gonna flip over 300 houses this year in 2022. I have a couple million followers on social media as well, and my goal with that is to show other people, show ordinary people how they can create wealth and financial freedom and go from a W-2 job to a full-time financial free entrepreneur just like I did. I also want to debunk a few myths that I see in the comment section or that you might be thinking as you're watching this video. No, I did not come from money. My mom was a teacher, my dad was an engineer. We did all right for ourselves, but we didn't have anything extra. We lived extremely frugally. Going out to Taco Bell about once a month was the extent of our going out to eat. We went on vacations, but we drove everywhere. We didn't fly anywhere. So I didn't grow up wanting for anything, but I did not grow up with a silver spoon in my mouth. So on my path to generational wealth and generational impact, I want to bring as many people along as I can, because as soon as your eyes get opened up, you will see that this is not only possible, it's probable if you know what to do and how to do it, and you can learn all that from me for free by following me here on all my social. I'd like to take you back here quickly to 2018. I was working for somebody else. I had a W-2 job. I was getting paid well, but I started to look ahead and thought, if I save my money, invest wisely, I'll be able to retire maybe at 60, but that's in 30, 35 years. I don't want to work for somebody else, go to work every single day to make somebody else wealthy. I was just caught in this continual cycle. Every week would start, and before I knew it was Thursday, look forward to the weekend. Every week would start, before I knew it was Thursday, I'd look forward to the week. But I wasn't really creating any impact, and I wasn't challenging myself and creating enough generational impact for my family. You may be in a similar situation, you want to do more, but you're having this voice inside your head that goes, yeah, but, yeah, but, yeah, but. Let's get rid of those yeah buts for the rest of this video. I know it may be hard. I can show you a path that's extremely simple that can get you to financial freedom much sooner than you thought. The first thing you need to understand is the difference between assets and liabilities. Assets are something that you purchase or somebody else purchases on your behalf that produces cash and grows in value. This is how people become wealthy, is by owning assets. Nobody becomes wealthy from cash flow from rentals or cash flow from their business or income from their W-2 job. They become wealthy by owning assets, whether it be a business or a piece of real estate. Owning something that goes up in value over time and produces cash is an asset. Now, on the flip side, a liability is owning something or borrowing money for something that goes down in value and or does not produce cash. Your car or a boat, something that's not going to go up in value and is not putting any money in your pocket. Those are the two main differences in buying something. Is that something going to produce cash and grow in value for you? Asset, good. Something's going to lose value and not produce cash, liability, bad. So how the wealthy people utilize both those things is they acquire assets and they use the cash flow from those assets to pay for liabilities, because everybody needs liabilities. You need a house, you need a car, you want a boat, you want a motorcycle, all these things you want that are liabilities. Wealthy people buy assets and utilize the cash flow to pay for them. Now, that may be a little bit confusing, so let's break it down a little bit further and talk about specifically the difference between good debt and bad debt. Good debt is along that asset quality. You're buying something, you're borrowing money, it's debt, to buy something that produces cash and grows in value. That's good debt. Bad debt is buying something using somebody else's money that's not going to produce cash or grow in value. We're taught to be fearful of debt growing up. Dave Ramsey hammers that home. He has made a lot of money and created an incredible niche, breathing fear into debt, saying cash is king, debt is bad. Cash loses value every single day with inflation. What you can buy today for $10, you cannot buy that in 5 or 10 years for $10. Every dollar that you own goes down a little bit in value every day. On the opposite side of that, assets go up in value every single day. Now, what the wealthy understand, and I need you to be okay with, is getting into debt to buy those assets. You don't have enough money, or you probably don't have enough money to buy a lot of assets. Put 20% down on a rental. buy a business, whatever it may look like, you don't need to. All the wealthy people and pretty much all successful big businesses utilize credit or debt to buy things and grow. I say it all the time, and I'll use this example one more time. Mark Zuckerberg utilized debt to start Facebook. He borrowed money from an angel investor, Peter Thiel, and he made Facebook better. He paid for more programmers, he paid for better design, and then he used the ad revenue to pay him back. That's generally how businesses work. They borrow money to improve and grow their business. Then they use those improvements and the cash those improvements have created to pay back whoever they borrowed the money from. You do not need your own cash to utilize good debt and to buy assets, but you do need other people's cash. The next logical question you may be wondering is, what assets can I buy? I'm not gonna start Facebook saying, and I can't go buy this apartment complex. I'm gonna talk a little bit in detail how exactly you can do that here in a minute, but just understanding and looking at the numbers, don't try and recreate the wheel here. 90% of millionaires in this country are created through owning real estate, whether they're using their own money to buy it or not. Let's break that down just a little bit further. That means crypto, Forex, e-com, working for yourself, working for somebody else, IRAs, 401ks, the stock market, all of that combined makes up 10% of millionaires. The other 90% is through owning real estate. So don't try and invent the next app and create the next wheel. Just do what the wealthy people do and get into real estate. And I'm gonna show you how to do that without using any of your own money, because I have bought over $42 million worth of real estate without using any of my own money, and I am nothing special, I promise. This is just the tip of the iceberg. Understanding this concept can and will change your life. Now, after you understand and embrace this concept and understand that you do have a path to financial freedom and you do have a path to generational wealth, you're going to need to implement the BRRRR method, or the BRRRR strategy. That stands for buy, rehab, rent, refinance, and scale. This is a method that I have perfected, and I can teach you how to implement it. This video over here walks you through exactly how to do it. I walk through an exact property. You see before and afters, you see all the numbers, and you see how it's possible to buy rental properties without using any of your own money. It's right there in front of you. You can take notes and learn, and you will understand the BRRRR method in its entirety after watching this one video. This one video can change your life. See you on the next one.